New information this noon. The mother of accused cop killer Marco Perez pleads not guilty to filing a false police report. 38-year-old Tiffany Perez was arrested for filing a false police report about the fake kidnapping of her son, 19-year-old Marco Perez. NBC 15 spoke exclusively with Tiffany in the days leading up to her son allegedly killing MPD officer Sean Tudor. At the time, Tiffany told us her son was missing and she'd received text messages saying he will not be back home. Police then arrested her when they found out Marco was in fact not missing and actually hiding from police.
She's horrified and terribly distressed and sorry that it happened, but she was afraid that her son had been kidnapped by people who were going to kill her son, and unfortunately it turned into a killing of an officer.
Police say the false report is what sparked the weeks-long search for her son. It ended with the tragic death of Officer Tudor January 20th. Tiffany did not appear in court today, but she's due back April 4th. We also learned that a confidential informant told Officer Tudor Perez was at the Peach Place Inn based on information from Snapchat. That same informant also told Perez a relative was coming to pick him up. Officer Tudor showed up in his personal vehicle that day. Detective Jermaine Rogers testified Tudor, who had a badge on his belt, got out and immediately drew his weapon on Perez, who initially put his hands up. As Tudor approached, though, Rogers says Perez resisted and a tussle ensued. Rogers says 46 seconds of that tussle are off camera. That's when shots were fired. Investigators say the officer was shot 3 times with 4 different entry wounds. Perez is now charged with capital murder. His case bound over to a grand jury. For the latest updates on the Marco Perez case and more information, follow NBC 15 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and at mynbc15.com.